Back to the voicemail of Truth and Reason. This one about yesterday's game and that last drive.
Hello, Thad from Youngstown. I wanted to say one of the differences, and there were several, but the main difference to me yesterday was the game-winning drive. The difference between Brissett and Baker, Baker in previous years with us, the turnover. Because a lot of times Baker on the last drive, he would throw an interception. Brissett didn't throw an interception, and he didn't throw an interception, period, yesterday. He wasn't great, but he did manage the game. And he is a backup. But he got us down the field, and now we have a kicker. Your thoughts? Thank you for taking my call. Love the show.
So I appreciate all the voicemails. Jeff, people were complaining a little bit from Carolina about the roughing the passer call. I thought it was a pretty easy call. The crown of the helmet went right into Jacoby Brissett's head, and the guy led with the head. That kind of got things rolling. He made some nice throws on that drive.
Look, Jacoby, it wasn't the greatest of days. And like I said, it looked like he was a little bit rusty, or it was, first day of school-itis, and a guy who probably could have used some more time over the summer. Brian Burns, you got to be smarter than that. In a spot like that, you cannot be anywhere near the quarterback's helmet. It's 100% an absolute no. Brian Burns is a more intelligent player. He is smart enough not to get involved involved with something like that. But Jacoby, there were some nice instances. Donovan Peoples-Jones, there were a lot of difficult catches. But, those are where you're supposed to throw those balls. If it's, the best spot is high and away, that's where you throw it to your receiver. If the best spot is low and in, that's where you throw it to your receiver. You got to catch the catchable balls. Jacoby, there's not a lot of mobility, so he's not going to be able, when things break down, to make a lot happen with his legs. You even saw the one run, he got outside, and he looked back, and the guy was wearing 93 or whatever, and Jacoby had that reminder that he was not very fast, as he got basically, tapped behind from 93 on a play where he thought he was going to get a first down, and it didn't happen. Things are going to ease up. He's going to get a better relationship with Amari Cooper. He's going to get a better relationship with David Njoku. He's just got to get faster in his overall play. Get the ball in your hands, read one, read two. Is it not there? Okay, then get the ball to a running back in the flat. It's going to take a little bit of time. And look, if everybody wants to continue to talk about the kicker, I will talk about the kicker. An absolute tremendous debut. 4 for 4. Basically to have, the goal to tell your team, just get me to the 40, we'll be fine. And watching several Carolina Panthers think the ball went wide right as he had the perfect golf draw as it came dead center and basically buried out the lights and turned out the lights in Carolina yesterday.
Yeah, and you could, if you go back and look at it, you see a couple of the Panthers celebrating, and then they kind of hang their head as it hooks right down the middle.